Hi students, how are you doing? Hi Karthik, Manjushri and Gaming Tech. Nice name. Everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Vedantu Junior channel, on which we are going to have a master class today, right? We are going to have a master class, Vedantu master class on algebraic expressions, right? We will talk about, or I will help you, right, solve algebraic expressions like a topper. How do toppers solve, right, algebraic expressions? This is something that we figured out after having taught a lot of toppers, right? Is that fine? So I see that a lot of you are in 8th grade. This is great. I will introduce myself as well in a short while, but in the meantime I have a few questions that I want to ask you guys. What grades are you in? I asked that in the chat earlier. So very quickly tell me, what class are you in right now? If you have just moved to 8th, mention 8th. If you have just moved to 7th, mention 7th. If you have just moved to class 6th, mention 6th. Right? Great, exactly. So this session is for all those students who are in 6th, 7th or 8th. If you are not in 6th, 7th or 8th right now, if you are not in 6th, 7th or 8th, well, in that case you won't be able to get a lot out of this class, but even then you are welcome to attend, right? Because I'm sure everyone is going to have a lot of fun, right? So that is the idea. We are going to find out how to simplify and solve algebraic expressions like a topper. At the same time, we will have fun while doing this. Is that okay? Two things. One, this is what we want to know. Two, we want to have fun, right? This is what an algebraic expression looks like. We will simplify and solve this, right? Learn more about it and then simplify and then solve it, right? And we will have fun. So are you all ready? Is everyone ready? Give me a yo in the chat very quickly. Type YO very quickly in the chat if all of you are ready. Come on, I'm waiting. Yes, let's get started. Type yo in the chat box so that we can get started. Great, awesome. All right, so this is a little bit about me. My name is Avinash Kumar and I did my engineering from IIT Delhi in 2014, but I have been teaching since 2009, middle of 2009, right? Well, currently I'm head of content at Vedantu, but I am an expert on best practices about how to learn, right? So far I've taught and counseled 50,000 students over a lot of grades, right, from 4th standard to 12th standard, JEE and NEET, right? So this is a little bit about me. We will get to know each other more very soon, but not before this. So this is what we are going to do today. We are going to have fun while learning these things. Now your question is, sir, itni sari cheezein ek class mein kaise hongi? Right? If you are thinking that, we will disprove that, right? So what are we going to cover? We are going to cover what are variables and coefficients. This is something that you learned in 6th standard. 6th standard, for the first time you learn what are variables and what are coefficients. Next is like and dislike terms. This is also something that you learn in 6th and 7th standard. Operations on algebraic expressions. This is something that you learn in 7th standard. We will touch this, and finally, every one of you, whether you are in 6th or 7th or 8th grade, every one of you, we will talk about how to simplify complex algebraic expressions. All of you will be able to do this after going through all of these processes in this class, right? So I don't see a lot of yo's over here. So far only 3 people have said yo, 4 people. Everyone? Yes, Gaming Tech already knows what is like and dislike. Very good. But let's start. So सबसे पहले, the first thing that we want to ask is what are variables and what are coefficients, right? This is something that we want to ask. And in general, so in general, right, any expression that you have has 2 parts. One is the alphabet part, right? You use alphabets or symbols in general, right? And the other is a number. Have you seen that? For example, 5x or 20ab or 24x square, right, everyone? So this part right here is what we call variable. The reason why we are using a symbol is because we don't know, right? It can be anything. We are just assuming it to be some symbol. It can be X, it can be A. If there are two variables, it can be A and B, so on and so forth, right? So this is what we call variable. Whatever is with the variable, that is what we call coefficient. So this part is coefficient. Is that fine, everyone? Very straightforward, very simple, right? Coefficients are constant. 24 will remain 24. It cannot become 25. It cannot become 23, right? 20 will remain 20. It cannot become minus 20. It cannot become 40. It cannot become 2. 5 will remain 5. On the other hand, X can take any value, right? X can take 1, 2, 9, 10, any value. So that is why X is a variable. Similarly, A and B both can take any values. Over here again, X can take any random value. So this is a variable. Exactly. Dr. Srilata, right? So the values can change. Hence we are calling them variables. You have variables, you have coefficients. Are we ready for our first quiz? Has everyone understood this? Pehla sawal, पूछूं मैं? First quiz, everyone. Are we ready? Right? This is your first question. The numerical coefficient of y in the expression 2x plus 3y plus 7z is, these are your options. I'll give you the options. And your time starts, I want to see all of your answers in the chat. Your time starts now. I mean, ये 5 से start हो रहा है, I'll stop it at 4. Right? But your time starts now. Very quickly, everyone. I want to see all of your answers over here. So we have 3 and B. Okay. Alright, time is up. Time is up. Yes, all of you have actually given the right answer. इसको मैं रोक देता हूँ. Yeah. So I have 2x, 3y and 7z. Right? So the question is asking what is the numerical coefficient of y? यहाँ पे y कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे. This is y. Right? And what is the number that you have with y? The number is 3. And therefore, let's find out 3 over here. Yeah. I am very glad that nobody went for this. This is not the, this is the whole term. So 3y is the term. Right? And within this term, there is a variable which is y, and y has a coefficient which is 3. Is that fine, everyone? Great, great, very good. Now, while we are on this question, what kind of an expression is this? Is this a monomial or a binomial or a trinomial or something else? What kind of a expression, algebraic expression is this? What do you guys think? Mark A for this, B for this and C for this. Right? Everyone? 2x plus 3y plus 7z. I'm talking about 2x plus 3y plus 7z. I'm not just talking about 3y. So 2x plus 3y plus 7z, what kind of an expression is this? A, B or C? Very good. Very good. Exactly. That is absolutely right. So there are 3 terms over here. This is term number 1, this is term number 2 and this is term number 3. Anything which is separated by a plus or a minus is a term. Right? Anything which is separated by a plus or a minus is a term. The number of terms decides the type of polynomial. So if you have one term, it is a monomial. If you have 2 terms, it is a binomial. Bi stands for 2. And over here you have 3 terms. So this is a trinomial. Is that fine, everyone? Very good. Very good. So somebody asked me while registering for this webinar, they wanted to know what are monomials and binomials, right? I hope your doubt is clear. Okay. Shall we move on to the next question? Right, everyone? Okay. So 3 was the right answer. Very good. And this is how, yeah. So a very quick revision over here. This is something that you've studied in 6th grade, right? This is how we make an expression. So let's say the question says Sarita has 10 more marbles than Amina. How do we do this? How do we do this? Let Amina has X marbles. Sarita will have X plus 10 marbles. Is that clear, everyone? This is something that you study in 6th grade, right? We are just revising. So if Sarita has 10 more marbles than Amina, we will assume that Amina has X marbles, Sarita will have X plus 10 marbles. Similarly, if the question says Balu is 3 years younger than Raju, younger means lesser in age, right? So Balu is 3 years younger than Raju. It means if Raju's age is X, Balu's age will be X minus 3, right? Raju's age is X, Balu's age would be 3 less than x or x minus 3, right? We can do it the other way around as well. In this case, if Balu's age is y, then Raju's age would be what? Y plus 3, right? If Balu is 3 years younger than Raju, then Raju is 3 years older than Balu, right? So this is how you, and this is an algebraic expression. All of these are algebraic expressions. So based on the type of language that you have, you make algebraic expression. This is also something that you have done in 6th grade, right? Or if you haven't, we just revised it. Is that fine? So once you read the question very, very carefully to know what the question is asking for. Let's go for the last one. Vikas is twice as old as Raju. Vikas is twice as old as Raju. So if Raju's age is x, Vikas's age would be 2x, right? Let's do it the other way around as well. If Vikas's age is y, right, Raju's age would be what? Half of y, right, everyone? If Vikas's age is twice that of Raju, Raju's age would be half of that of Raj, half of that of Vikas, right? So y by 2. Is that fine, everyone? Is this clear? So something that I wanted to revise before we move forward to the next set of questions. Oh, now this is puzzle time. Are we ready once again? So gaming tech, anything which has more than 3 terms, actually anything which has any number of terms is called a polynomial. There are special names for polynomials which have 1, 2 and 3 terms, right? So a polynomial which has 1 term is a monomial, a polynomial which has 2 terms is a binomial, a polynomial which has 3 terms is a trinomial, but anything and everything can be called a polynomial, right? Okay, puzzle time, great. First question. So these are the 3 puzzles. We will do first and second. I will give you third one as homework. Is that fine? I'll give you third one as homework. Are we all ready? Very quickly. Give me a yes. First and second start kare. Okay. So this is the first question. Go round a square. Now read it very carefully. Go round a square counting every corner thrice and no more, right? Add the count to me to get exactly 34. Read the question very carefully and give me and tell me what I am, what number I am, right? So your time, read the question very carefully. Once you are ready, I'll start the timer. Go round a square counting every corner. Square, every corner of a square, right? Thrice and no more. Add the count to me to get exactly 34. So we are going around a square. We are counting the corners of a square 3 times. Each corner is being counted 3 times, right? And once you do that, whatever number you are getting, you are adding that number to me, whatever I am. I don't know who I am, right? You are adding that number to me. Once you add that number to me, you get 34. So what number am I? That is the question, right? The timer starts now. I see that a lot of you already have answers. Okay. Dr. Srilata, we will definitely solve this. Okay, all right. Yes, so we will, let's go through the question once again. So I have a square. You have a square, right? And you started going around a square, right? So this is the first corner. You counted 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then you come to the second corner. Again, you counted 3 times. This is 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3. Then 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 3 times. 10, 11, 12. So in total you have counted how much? You have counted 12. And you have added that 12 to the unknown number. What is the unknown number? Let's call the unknown number x. Let's call me x, right? I am the unknown number, I am x. And once you do that, what do you get? You get 34. Now, what is the value of x? So if 12 plus x is equal to 34, let's subtract 12 from both sides, right? So either you can take 12 on the other side, this is plus 12, on the other side it will become minus 12, or you can do this, right? This will become 0, x will come out to be 22. Is that fine? Is that fine everyone? Yes, 22 is the right answer. Or since we are going around a square has 4 corners, we are counting each of them 3 times, so you don't need to make the diagram. What you could have done is 4 into 3, 4 corners 3 times, so 4 into 3 plus x is equal to 34. You will still get the same thing, 12 plus x is equal to 34, or x is equal to 22. Is that fine? Great, awesome. Dr. Srilata has understood, great, alright. So this is basically how you solve it. 22 is the right answer. Great job guys. And yeah, alright. So there is a square also on my back. Great. Shall we move on to the next question? The second puzzle. I am a special number. Take away from me a 6. A whole cricket team you will still be able to fix. I am a special number. If you take away from me a 6, a whole cricket team you will still be able to fix. You will be able to make a cricket team if you take away 6 from me. Alright everyone, that is the question. Your timer starts now. So we are starting from 5. We will stop at 6. Okay, alright. Let's see everyone. Are you guys having fun? It's very important to have fun while we are studying. Okay, 17. Great, awesome. Let's find out what the answer is. So read it very carefully. I am a special number. Take away from me a 6. So let's say I am x. And from me you are taking away a 6. You are taking away a 6, x minus 6. Now, a whole cricket team you will be able to fix. You get a cricket team with 11 players, right? So this is 11. Right everyone? So x minus 6, just add plus 6 on both sides. This will get cancelled. X will be equal to 17. Or you can just simply write as x is equal to 11 plus 6, which is again equal to 17. Right everyone? Yeah, but the minimum number of players required for a team is 11, right? Those are extra players. They are not in the team. They are only there if someone gets hurt or retires, right? Okay, good point by the way, Yo-Yo Karthik. So 17 is the final answer. Is that fine everyone? Has everyone understood? Great, alright. Third puzzle, by the way, this is the answer and this is the solution. You can check out the recordings later, but very easy, right? Okay, this is the third puzzle, but like I said, this is homework. Now I will share my email ID at the end. Right? Whatever is the answer to this, I want your answer and process. Just do it on a paper, click a picture and email it to me. Take help of your parents, right? And we will figure out. Tell me who I am. I shall give you a pretty clue. Right? You will get me back if you take me out of 22. That is the question. This is homework. I will give you my email ID. You have to send me your solution. Is that fine? Okay? Is that fine everyone? Say yes. Alright. Okay. So like and dislike was already explained by gaming tech, right? Very good. So we'll still go through it again. They are both like terms. Why? Because their variable part is exactly same. Both of the x and 4x square. Right? I take one of this and one of this. Both of these are unlike terms. Right? So these are. So if the variable side is exactly same, then they are called like terms. We call them like terms because like terms can be added or subtracted very easily. Like terms can be added or subtracted very easily. For example, I can easily add 12x and minus 5x. I will get 12 plus minus 5, which is 7x. Similarly, I can do this, right? But I can't do the same thing with this one. I can't add or subtract these terms. So that is why what we mean by like and unlike terms. Is that fine, everyone? So like terms, the variable part has to be exactly same. Exactly same. Unlike terms, anything different, even if the power is different or if the variable itself is different like this, they are all unlike terms. Okay? So like terms can be added or subtracted very easily. Unlike terms cannot be added at all. You just have to keep them as it is. For example, if I want to add this, right, what do I get? I get 12x plus 4x square. This is it. This is where you will keep it. You can't go any further. Okay? Is that fine? So that is like and unlike terms. Very important to know, unless you know this, you won't be able to do addition and subtraction. And if you are unable to do addition and subtraction, our goal, which is simplification of algebraic expressions, will not be achieved, right? Okay, so operations, let's start with that. First question. Now, this is where I want all of you to take a piece of paper and a pen, or get a notebook and a pen, right? Get a piece of paper and a notebook and a pen if possible, right? Or a pencil, either ways, and start writing this, right? So add these two expressions very carefully, note them down and then add them, right? I have these options A, B, C, D. I will give you a timer as well, right? Meanwhile, anyone who's not having fun, let me know in the chat, because like I said, at this point of time, while we are learning, the most important part is, repeat after me, having fun. Do not forget that. So maths is, unless you enjoy maths, you will not be able to understand it. So there were a lot of students who said that, sir, I'm having a lot of difficulty in maths. That's because you don't enjoy maths, and that's because whoever was, wherever you studied maths wasn't very fun, right? It's very, very important that wherever you study, it should be really, so that's how you enjoy it. And if you, for example, if you enjoy a movie, you remember that movie, right? You remember the story, the characters, right? The fight scenes, everything, right? So all those things become very, very important. Now, are we ready with the answer? Answer is B. Manjushri Bed says B. All right, let's start the timer. Oh, I didn't add the timer here. Anyway, yes, the answer is B, right? I forgot to add the timer. So yeah, the answer is B. Now, how do you solve these kind of questions? Let's see. So the way to solve this is, first of all, write them down very, very carefully. Do not make a silly mistake here. Very carefully write them down. xy square plus 4x square y minus 7x square y minus 3xy square plus 3. So this is one term. The other term is, well, x square y plus xy square. Now, can I simplify this any further? This is x square y, this is xy square, right? These two are unlike terms. So I cannot simplify this any further. This is the final expression. Let's check this out. I have xy square, I have another xy square, right? Xy square and one more xy square. Can I simplify that? Yes. So this is 1 xy square, this is minus 3. 1 minus 3 is how much? Minus 2. So I have minus 2 xy square. These two are done. What is left? I have x square y and another x square y. I have plus 4 x square y and minus 7 x square y. So minus 7 plus 4 is how much? Minus 3, right? Minus 3 x square y. Is that fine? So this is your first expression and this is your second expression. Now both of them are in like or unlike terms. Okay? There is another plus x over here, plus 3 over here. Yeah. Now the question is saying add these two, right? So let's add them. I have minus 2 xy square minus 3 x square y plus 3 plus x square y plus xy square. I've added them. This is the first expression. This is the second expression, right? Just add them. Simple, as simple as that. Now, once again, is there a possibility of simplification? Can I simplify this further? Let's go through this. This is xy square. Do I have another xy square? Yes. This is minus 2 plus 1. So minus xy square. Right. Once again, I have x square y. Is there another x square y? Yes. This is minus 3 plus 1. So minus 2 x square y plus 3. Is that fine, everyone? So that is how you end up with B. Okay. So the key point, the key highlight of this question is, it's very, the only mistake that you can make over here is, one, noting down the expressions, and second, identifying what are the like terms. So over here, this is a like term with this. That is it. These two are the only like terms. Then you have this like term and this like term, right? So just simplify them. If there are like terms, they can be very simply added. If there are like terms, they can be very simply added. If I have 6x and 7x, I can simply write them as 12x, 13x. right? If I have 6x and 7x, I can write them as 13x, right? Everyone, is that fine? Okay, so this was the first question. Is that clear? Shall we move on? Tell me. Everyone, is this fine? And for all those who gave the right answer, Gaming Tech, Shivesh, Tanya and Anil, great, very good. So all of you gave the right answer, that is great. This is how you solve it, right? This is the horizontal method that we did, right? There is a column method as well. Both of these will work only after you simplify the first one. So when you read the first one, you have to ensure, so whenever you go through an expression, make sure that while reading it itself, make sure or figure out whether it is simplified or not. So when I read this, x square y, 4x square y, xy square plus 4x square y minus 7x. So I know that this is not simplified. Similarly, so that is the first step. After that is the addition. So you can do it in the horizontal manner or you can do it using a column. Either one is fine, right? Whichever you are comfortable with, right? The idea is to just add the expressions which are like. Okay, next part is how do we, so that is how we do the operations, right? That is how we do the operations, whether it is addition or multiplication, addition or subtraction. Multiplication will come in 8th grade. You will study the multiplication and the identities in 8th grade. Apart from that, in 7th grade, you will study about areas, perimeters, using algebraic expressions, all those things will also come in. But right now, we are only talking about how to simplify complex expressions. So that was just a glimpse. Let's go on further, right? Let's go for more complex expressions. Okay, next question. Add this, this, this and this. There are 4 expressions over here. Go through this very carefully. There are 4 expressions over here. Add them and give me the final answer. Everyone, very quickly. Note this down in that copy and pen that you have, the notebook and pen if you have it, or pencil, right? Note them down one by one. Do not make a silly mistake and then tell me what the final answer is. Okay? Everyone, very quickly. So 5x square plus 7y minus 6z square, right? 4y plus 3x square, 9x square plus 2z square minus 9y, and you have 2y minus 2x square. Okay, Sagar Parvani says B. Alright, we will know, we will figure out. Tanya Joshi also says B. Well, Sagar, Tanya and Gaming Tech both agree with you. So yeah, that would be the right answer. Very good. 3 people are going with B. Very good, that is correct. Alright, so there is a faster way to do this, right? I will tell you that in a short while. But the longer method is, what is the longer method? Well, write them down one by one. I have 5x square plus 7y minus 6z square. I have to add all of them, remember, right? Next is 4y plus 3x square. Just write them below each other, right? You have plus 3x square and plus 4y. That is it. There's nothing of z here. 9x square plus or minus 9y plus 2z square. And then you have plus 2y minus 2x square. So if you write this down like this, it's very easy to figure out. In this case, all you are doing is collecting one type of variable together, right? I have collected all the y's together, all the z together, all the x together. Now what do I have to do? Just forget about the x. I have 5 plus 3 plus 9 minus 2, right? 5 plus 3 plus 9 minus 2. How much is that? This is 8, 9 plus 8 is 17, minus 2 is 15, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9 plus 8 is 17, minus 2 is 15. So I get 15x square. Is that fine, everyone? I get 15x square. Now check this out. I have plus 7 plus 4 minus 9 and plus 2. So 7 plus 4 is how much? 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 minus 9 is, well, plus 2, and another plus 2 is plus 4. Right? And lastly, I have minus 6 and plus 2, that's minus 4. So minus 4z square. Let's match the answers. Okay, so 15x square plus C is the right answer, not B. I don't know how 4 people got it wrong. Guys, like I said, do not make a silly mistake. Yes, exactly. C is the right answer. So it's very straightforward, right? Okay. Now, how do you do this verbally? So this is how you'll do it, right? Now once you do this, once you solve a question like this at least say 10 or 15 times, what do you do when you get a question like this? Well, identifying marks. This is the first question, it has x square, it has y and z square. Go to the second question, it has y and x square. I also have y and x square over here, okay. X square, z square and y, same things I have over here as well. So all three of them have either x square, y and z square, right? Now the next part is, if you have an objective question like this, just pick any one of them, right? For example, so all three of them have different y, right? This has 8y, this has minus 2y, and this has plus 4y. So all you have to do is check the y's. So plus 7y, plus 4y, and minus 9y, and plus 2y. Just take care of this. So I have 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 minus 9 is how much? Plus 2, and plus 2 gives you plus 4. So only this one has plus 4y. This has plus 8y square. Well, this is wrong. This has x cube as well. This is definitely wrong. This also has y square. This is definitely wrong. So there's only one option which is there. So you could have straight away gone for C over here. Is that fine? So that is a much faster way of doing questions when they are objective in nature, right? If you have objective questions like this, you're much faster. That is also another way to recheck your answer. If you arrive at your answer, just recheck it. Let's say this is your answer, right? Go back and check the y's only. This will ensure that you have not noted down anything incorrectly. Is that fine, everyone? So that is how you can avoid silly mistakes, negative marks in your subjective examinations and examinations where you have to write the whole answer. Or you can basically, without actually using a pen and paper, you can solve questions, you can simplify expressions. Is that fine, everyone? How many of you like this method? Very quickly. Just give me a yo or a no. How many of you like this method? Just compare the expressions, pick any one term which is different and compare them, right? Is that fine? Great, Shashi Banshal, thank you. Alright, so yeah, we did not need this. C is the right answer, very good. And this is how basically you solve it, right? This is what we did. Great, awesome. Next question, subtract this from this. Read the question very carefully. Subtract this from this. X square plus y square plus 3xy and 4x square plus 2xy minus 3y square. This is the question. Subtract this from this. Right, that is the question. That is it. I don't have any options over here. Right, now this is because I wanted to take this question as an example. As soon as you have subtract, right, as soon as you have subtract, now all of you who want to do this on their own, you can start doing it on that, notebook and pen, but the rest of you focus, right? So if I say subtract 2 from 9, what do? You write 9 minus 2. Similarly, when I say subtract this from this, you will write this, which is 4x square plus 2xy minus 3y square minus x square plus y square plus 3xy. Now, it's very important. Yes, there can be a none to Manjushri, that is right. So in that case, you can check one more. So like I said, this method can also be used for checking. Right? So whenever there is a minus, make sure that the second term is in brackets, because the signs are going to change, right? So I have 4x square plus 2xy minus 3y square. This was plus x, right? Once minus goes inside, it will be minus x square. We know that plus is plus, plus minus is minus. This is also minus, and minus is plus. We know this, right, everyone? So keeping this in mind, plus minus becomes minus, again plus minus becomes minus, and once again plus minus becomes minus. Now this is one big expression. All you have to do is simplify. So 4x square and x square. 4 minus 1, that is 3x square. Right? Plus 2xy minus 3xy. So minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. So minus 1xy. Right? Minus 3y square minus y square gives you minus 4y square. Okay? So 3x square minus 4y square. Right? 3x square minus 4y square minus xy. Is that fine, everyone? Shashi and Sagar. Okay? Right? Yes, I will explain again once more, everyone. So if the question would have said subtract 2 from 9, you would have written this as 9 minus 2. Similarly, the question says subtract this from this, right? So I'm going to write this as 4x square plus 2xy minus 3y square minus x square plus y square plus 3xy. Is that fine? Once you write it like this, make sure your second term is in brackets. This whole term is being subtracted from this, right? So minus belongs to the whole term. That's why there's a bracket over here. Now, once you open the bracket, what happens? Once you open the bracket, plus plus will be plus, plus minus, you know this part, right? Okay, so plus minus is minus, again plus minus is minus, and again plus minus is minus. Now this is one big expression. This is one big expression. Simplify this expression. How do you simplify this? I have 4x square minus x square gives me 3x square, right? I have plus 2xy minus 3xy, I will get minus xy. Minus 3y square minus y square gives me minus 4y square, right? So this is the final answer. 3x square, Shashi Banshal, 3x square minus xy, right? If you had written minus xy, then it would have been correct. Okay? Yes, great, very good everyone. Is that clear? So that is the only thing which is different when it comes to subtraction, right? The difference is you add a minus, you put a bracket. Everything else is same, right? Put a minus, add a bracket, right? Everything else is same, right? So shall we start? This is how basically you do this. This is the final answer. Great, Shashi. In that case, fine. But just that is the silly mistake that we do in the examination. Don't do that. But anyways, if you found the right answer, very good. It means you have understood, right? Great. Next question, subtract. Now over here I have options. This is also an easier question. Subtract a square minus 3ab from 2a square minus 7ab. You can use it. You can use the method that I talked about earlier. Apply that to subtraction, right? And give me the right answer right away, or you can use a pen and paper. You can use your notebook and pen as well if you want, or you can use that method. Very quickly, everyone, what do you think is the right answer? Right? I think I have a timer in this one. Yeah, I do have a timer in this one. So yes, let's put a timer to this. I started this at 5. This will stop at 5. Okay, time stops now. Let's see what the right answer is. Alright, so I have a square minus 3ab from 2a square minus 7ab, right? First of all, you can do this by not actually using the pen and paper, right? I don't need the board over here. I can simply say, I have to subtract a square from 2a square. Can I say that? I have to subtract a square from 2a square, which means I'm basically talking about 2a square minus a square, which is basically just a square. C is the final answer. That is it. Nothing else required, right? You can check as well. So I have minus 7ab and minus 3ab. I have to subtract minus 3ab from minus 7ab. Will be minus 7 plus 3 or minus 4. So yes, C is the right answer. You can do it like this, or 2a square minus 7ab, right? Minus a square minus 3ab. Is that fine, everyone? So this is how you can write this. Or open this up, 2a square minus 7ab minus a square plus 3ab. Right? This comes out to be a square minus 4ab. Is that fine? Awesome. So you can do this without, if you have options, you can do it without using a pen and paper. You can simply go, okay, subtract this whole thing from this whole thing. Alright, let me do this. I have to, only like terms can be subtracted, unlike terms cannot be subtracted at all. So I have to subtract a square from 2a square. 2a square minus a square will give me a square. There's only one option. This is done. Right? Let's say, I have to recheck. Let me check if I get minus 4ab as well. I have to subtract minus 3ab from minus 7ab. So it will be minus 7ab minus 3ab, which will come out to be minus 4ab. Is that fine, everyone? Great, awesome, everyone. So let's move on to the next question. So this is how you'll solve it. C is the right answer. Very good. Horizontal method, column method, you can use either of them. Next part. Now, value of an expression. right? Now over here I have an expression. I have been told that m is equal to 2. If m is equal to 2, find the, so this is one kind of question that students who are in 8th grade would have done it in 7th, or if you are in 7th right now, you will do it in in your class, going forward. But this is a type which is very, very, finding the value of an expression is very easy, right? So first thing, this is the expression. Is this a simple expression? In the meantime, all those who know how to do this, you can give me the right answer, right? Others, 3m square minus 2m plus minus 7. So this is already simple. Next thing is put values, right? So just instead of m, I have to put 2. So I have 3m square minus 2m minus 7, right? This is what I have. So instead of m, I have to put 2. 3m square basically means 3 into m. I can simply write 3 into 2 into 2. Similarly, 2 into 2 minus 7. Is that fine, everyone? So this is 12 minus 4 minus 7. Right? Is that right, everyone? This is what I am getting. What do you think you are getting? 2 to the 4, 3 is 12, 2 to the 4, 12 minus 4 minus 7. 12 minus 4 actually is 8 and minus 7, this is 1. Okay? How many, oh, I see a lot of you. Shashi, Manjushri, Tanya, Anil, Gaming, Yo-Yo Karthik, everyone. Yes, you got it right. Absolutely right. 1 is the right answer, as you can see right now. Yeah, 1 is the right answer. Great, brilliant. Right, next question. We don't actually need the solution of that. That was very simple. Next question. Simplify the expression and find the value if x is equal to 2. So this is the expression right here. You have to simplify it and then find the value as well if the value is 2, if the x is equal to 2. Everyone, very quickly. Now this is something that you have to do on your own. We have exactly 10 seconds starting now. I'm starting it at 3, right? So we will stop at 2. Everyone, very quickly, what do you think? Alright, time is up. Let me give you another 10 seconds very quickly. I see that people are getting, okay, Sagar is getting A, Safia, Manjushri and Gaming Tech, all of you are getting C. Okay, let's figure out. Okay, let's see. First of all, simplify the expression. How do you simplify this? Well, I open the bracket. Right? So x plus 7 plus 4 into x minus 5. This is what I have. Now, if there is 4 outside the bracket, so x plus 4x gives you 5x, minus 20 plus 7 gives you minus 13. Right? 3, right? C. So all those who said C, very good. Fantastic. Right? Now, that's point number 1. Point number 2 is, you don't, if the options are this, you don't really need to simplify. You can put the value of x directly as well. It will still give you the right answer. Right? You have 2 over here, so put 2 here. Minus 5 plus 2 will give you what? Minus 5 plus 2 will give you minus 3. Right? So I have 2 plus 7 plus 4 into minus 3. So plus 4 into minus 3, this is 7 plus 2, that is 9. And this will be minus 12. Is that fine, everyone? So that is the benefit of having, options here. If you have options, well, you can do this. If you don't have options and the question says this, in that case, follow the question. You will be marked on the basis of both. You will have marks for this as well as this. Your teacher will mark you for finding out the simple one as well as telling you the value. So if you skip one of them, you will lose marks. Is that fine? Okay. All right. So this is where we will, stop. Right. I agree that I was going a little fast. So that is why the recording of this will be available. So anyone who wants to go through this again, right, you can watch the recordings. They will be available after the class. Right. So minus 3 is the right answer, and this is one. Actually, this is the same question. Yeah. What I want to talk about for the next 2 minutes is this. So the class is effectively over, but this was only a glimpse of what the comprehensive learning programs for grade 6, 7th and 8th is going to look like. Right? In this case, you will have live learning, which will have all of these quizzes. Every concept will be followed by a quiz. Not this fast, yes, I had only 45 minutes, but generally speaking, right, every concept will be followed by quizzes in the class. After the class, you can ask doubts. After the class, you will have concept videos and tests and assignments as well, and you will have unlimited doubt solving. So this is what a comprehensive learning program looks like. It has the best of everything that you can find out there. We have picked everything. There are live classes, there are videos, both, right? There are tests and assignments, all types of tests and assignments, objective, subjective, and there is doubt solving, right? And all this is what we call all-in-one learning programs. Now, this is what is available to you. Yes, I'll show it again, Sri Lata, right? All this is available to you at $9.99 for 7 days for you to try. Right? You can try this whole thing for 7 days for free. You have complete access to this whole thing for 7 days. After 7 days, the amount is completely refundable. So for any reason, we are very, very sure that you will love it. But for any reason, if you don't like it, after 7 days, the amount will be refundable. In this case, I'm talking to the parents. Yes. Right. So at a registration of $9.99, actually the registration cost is $2,000. But for the next 4 hours, right, starting right now, for the next 4 hours, if you scroll down, if all of you are attending it on a page, just scroll down or just follow this link, right, you will see that the amount is $9.99, which is also 100% refundable after 7 days. Now, what do you get? What do you get? So these are all the things that you get. You get 24/7 doubt solving. You get dedicated academic mentor. This is a new piece that I'm going to talk about. Apart from that, the live classes like we are having right now, you get videos as well. You get tests and assignments, and you get an AI-based learning platform. AI is artificial intelligence, something that took us 2 or 3 years to actually make, which takes up your inputs from the live classes, from your doubts, from your tests, and then tells you how you can improve. Right? All of this data will go to this academic mentor, this dedicated guy who will call you day in and day out and tell you what to study, how to study, and when to study, and solve all your doubts. So that is what all-in-one looks like. And this is what you'll get for 7 days at just $9.99. So just follow this link and see if you like it for 7 days, right? There's no harm because this is effectively free, right? Okay. Remember, the $9.99 thing is available only for 4 hours, for the next 4 hours. Right, but after that the registration amount will be $2,000. It is still refundable. It is still refundable, but the amount will increase. All right, I'll show you the homework questions again. But in the meanwhile, this is my email ID. Note it down first. So my email ID is Avinash. That is my name. .kumar @vedantu.com. Right? Avinash. So after 1 week, Namita, you can you can either ask for a refund if you don't like this entire learning process, or if you like the learning process, in that case you can go for a full subscription. Right? You can go for a full subscription. The $9.99 will be adjusted in that subscription amount. Right? So effectively this 1 week is indeed free. Right? So Dimple, I'm not going to talk about cost at all. The cost for the first 7 days is just $9.99, which is refundable if you don't like it. We know for a fact that you will like it. This is so good, right? So this is my email ID. Write back to me if you have any queries, any doubts. This amount is available for the next 4 hours. After this, the amount is $2,000. Still refundable, but $2,000. Now let me show you the homework questions again, right? And we will stop. All right. So this was Sorry, we have done all of these questions, right? By the way, you can all follow the recordings and figure out which was which part was not you could not understand very carefully. In that case, also you can write to me. I will help you out, right? So all of these questions we have done. There was one homework question, I think. Right, we've solved all of these questions. Some of them were very complex, by the way, and all of you solved it. I'm so glad. Right? For example, this one, slightly complicated. All of you did solve it. This was great. Anyway, so wow, we've covered a lot of slides. Yeah, so this was the homework question. Everyone, do let me know Right, definitely let me know what your solution is in this case on that email ID. I'll give you the email ID once again over here. You can take the screenshot of the whole thing. Right, my my colleagues will give you the email ID in the chat as well, so you can copy paste it. So avinash.kumar@vedantu.com. the price is, right, well, it's about an hour, right, a little less than an hour, right. You will get all of these details, but first of all, right, go through this whole part, right. Someone will call you and help you out with all of these details, right. Thank you very much. I'll stop here because we have another class. Take care of yourself. All the very best. I had a lot of fun. Do definitely write to me and tell me if you had fun or not, right, because like I said, in this particular grade, if you're not having fun, all that you're learning, right, will not stick around. And whatever you're learning right now, this maths is the most basic of all maths, and unless you learn this, the maths going forward is going to be even more difficult. The maths of 9th and 10th is going to be very difficult, 11th and 12th super difficult. So it's very important that you enjoy learning over here. That's the first key aspect of learning. If you enjoy it, it will stick, and maths will be your most important subject, most interesting subject. All right, take care of yourself. Bye bye. I will give you the answer on the email, right. Take care of yourself. All the very best. God bless you and stay healthy. Bye bye.